It started subtly, as these things often do. A chill that had nothing to do with the weather outside. It settled deep in your bones, a constant, unwelcome guest. The air in apartment 3B always felt heavy. It was a cold that no heater could ever truly banish. It clung to you, a damp, musty shroud. Then came the sounds. Not the usual city noise filtering through thin walls. These were different. They were inside. Sometimes, late at night, you'd hear a whisper. It wasn't coming from outside. It was right there, in the room with you. Just at the edge of hearing, like secrets being shared in the dark. Footsteps echoed in the hallway when no one was there. They'd stop right outside your door, linger, and then fade away. You'd hold your breath, waiting, but only silence answered. Small things began to shift. A book you were reading would be on the floor when you swore you left it on the table. Keys wouldn't be where you remembered putting them. It was easy to dismiss at first. Forgetfulness, tiredness. But it happened too often, too deliberately. It felt like a child playing a cruel, silent game. Then it escalated. Doors you knew you'd closed would be found ajar. Sometimes they'd be wide open, revealing the empty, waiting darkness of the next room. The worst part wasn't the sounds or the moving objects. It was the feeling. The constant, undeniable sensation of being observed. You were never truly alone in that apartment. Even in the brightest daylight, you felt eyes on your back. A cold, malevolent gaze that followed your every move. Turning around quickly never revealed anything. Just empty space. But the feeling persisted. It was a pressure, a weight, a presence that filled the room. Shadows seemed deeper, longer than they should be. They danced in the periphery of your vision, just a flicker, a movement, gone the moment you looked directly. Sometimes, in the corner of a room, a shape would coalesce, not distinct, not solid, but undeniably there. A darker patch in the darkness, watching. You'd blink, and it would be gone. But the image lingered in your mind. A hunched form, a tall, thin figure, just out of focus. There was one spot in the living room that was always colder than the rest. No matter how high the heat, no matter the time of day, it was like stepping into a freezer. Standing in that spot felt wrong. It felt like standing on a grave. A profound sense of sorrow and anger emanated from it, a palpable wave of negative energy. You learned to avoid it, to walk around it, giving it a wide berth. But you could always feel its chill reaching out, a cold hand grasping for you. They say someone died in the apartment below yours, a long time ago. A violent end, they whispered. Sometimes, late at night, the sounds seemed to come from below. Scrabbling noises, like something trying to claw its way up. Muffled cries that chilled you to the bone. You knew, deep down, that whatever haunted 3B wasn't just in the apartment. It was tied to the building, to the history buried beneath your feet. You tried to leave, packed your bags, ready to run, but the apartment seemed to hold you there. Every time you got close to the door, the feeling intensified. The whispers grew louder, the shadows bolder. It was a silent, terrifying resistance. You are still here, in apartment 3B, listening to the whispers, feeling the eyes, waiting for the footsteps in the hall, waiting for whatever is below to finally break through. Thank you for watching. See you in the next chilling story.